And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it.
I want every one of you to remember these three words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
Nigeria is the terrorist, not we, not Biafran. So Finland, you need to get that clear first. You need to know who is committing the act of terrorism. As of today, the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu and Christopher Musa, continues to unleash act of terrorism against innocent Biafrans. They killed.
The program you're about to watch is coming from the United States of Biafra Media, the ITPS. I want you to pay attention to every information that you're going to hear in this video. It is very educating and it will inform you of the situation in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria and what is going on in the United States of Biafra. Pay attention from the beginning to the end. Every information in this platform is very important. We are here to promote the United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa Joko, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oreboweze. Pay attention from the beginning to the end, and you'll be glad you did. Let's watch and hear what the media is presenting.
Again, I want to thank everyone that has called into this meeting today for us to do what we know best how to do to build our new nation, the United States of Biafra, which was declared in Finland, November the 29th, 2024. Let me start by thanking all Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, the media, the press, all of you that have taken out time from your busy schedule to log into this fundraising. I know some of you will be like, why do we have to do that every Saturday? Because you have your own life to live. You have businesses to attend to. You have events to attend to. You have to share that and devote this particular moment for our fundraising, where we raise money to build our new nation, the United States of Biafra. I thank you so much. Please, if your phone is open, can you mute your phone so we don't get background noise, please? Once again, I thank the media for what they do for us. I thank the cabinet members, the United States of Biafra cabinet members that are here present for what they do every day to ensure that we all go home as quickly as possible to our motherland to build our nation. I thank you all for that. I want to use this opportunity. Can you please track who is making that noise, media or the COS? I want to use this opportunity to recognize our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of us are aware he was at the court yesterday on the 13th, right? It was such a coincidence that our leader, Onyendo, was in the zoo terrorist court in Nigeria on June 13th. And our Prime Minister, His Excellency, the Peace Ambassador, Simon Ekpa, was also in Finland on the same day, 13th of June. That shows that something good is going to happen to us. We are going home faster, faster, faster than we expect to go home and build our new nation, the United States of Biafra. For every Biafran, I believe most of you have been following what's been going on. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, appeared in the Nigerian court yesterday to answer for nothing except why must we restore the United States of Biafra. That is the only reason that they are holding him. That is the only reason the Nigerian terrorist state, headed by Tinubu and the defense chief, Christopher Musa, and the delegitimized governors are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Forget all that story they're telling. Forget all the shenanigans. Forget all the lies Nigerian government has been cooking every day against innocent Biafrans, against our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Forget all that. Nigeria is a terrorist state. They are the criminals. Nigeria went to Kenya, collaborated to rendition our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. They blindfolded him in a mafia gangster way. They moved him in the night, blindfolded him, tortured him, beat him. Kidnapped him from Kenya and moved him down to Nigeria. That was what Tinubu and Christopher Musa did. That was what they did to our leader. That was what Nigeria did to our leader. They kidnapped him from Kenya without going through the legal process, through the normal legal process to extradite anybody. And they signed the charter by the United Nations. They signed the charter of African Union, Commonwealth, which they are part of that body, even ECOWAS. Nigeria signed, is a signatory to those organizations that before you rendition somebody, before you take away somebody, a citizen, a British citizen, from one country to another, you must go through the legal process of that country to move that person from one country to the other. Nigeria signed those charters. But do they maintain it? No, because they operate in a gangster mafia style, terrorist way. They just talk to some people in Kenya. They are collaborators. I don't know if the Kenya government was fully aware or in partner with that criminality. But Nigeria, anywhere they go, the leadership of Nigeria is all criminality. They colluded with some criminals in Kenya, planned with them, forcefully blindfolded Nnamdi Kanu, caught him, and bundled him to Nigeria, beat him. What bigger terrorism is more than that? That is a pure terrorist act. When you go to a foreign nation, another country, you catch a citizen, you hold a citizen, blindfold the citizen, beat the citizen, bundle him, put him inside a plane, and ship him to Nigeria without any legal process. Isn't that terrorism? That is what Nigeria, headed by Tinubu and Christopher Musa now, the ones that are talking about terrorism, that is what they did to our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. Did Nnamdi Kanu commit any crime? No. All he was saying is, I'm practicing the law that was approved by the whole world, which is self-determination. the people have a right to choose who is going to rule them. All our leader Nnamdi Kanu was doing was to promote that, sensitize Biafrans, let us know we have the right to choose our leaders, not the terrorist leaders imposed by the Nigerian state to Biafrans, killing people, reintegrating non-terrorists, giving them AK-47, reintegrating them into the military and police, sending them to the southeast and other zones to kill innocent indigenous citizens. That is what Nigeria do. So who is a terrorist? The person talking about self-determination, self-defense, or the person that went to Kenya, kidnapped somebody, closed his eyes, beat him up, bundled him into an airplane and took him to Nigeria without going through any Kenyan law, without going through any normal legal process, without going through that which they signed in the charters of organizations like the United Nations, the African Union, the Commonwealth, the ECOWAS, and all other organizations. They refuse to go through those processes because of what? They are a mafia terrorist state. Those organizations like the United Nations, the African Union, the ECOWAS, that they signed to be member of, they do not respect the laws of those organizations. They see those organizations as people they can always bribe their leaders, which they've been doing for so many years, but not anymore. So they bribe, they go there and bribe their way into the leadership. They bribe their way into electing people that hold sensitive positions in these organizations. And then we are asking if these organizations like the African Union, the European Union, the European Union on Human Rights Commission, the ECOWAS, the Commonwealth, if Nigeria is bribing people that work for you to commit crimes against humanity, to disobey fundamental and disrupt and trample on the fundamental human rights of citizens, which these organizations were established to protect, why should Nigeria still be a member of African Union, of United Nations, of the European Union, of the Commonwealth? Why should a terrorist state be a member of these organizations as we speak? That means the leadership of this organization, some of them have been compromised to destroy the integrity of these organizations. And that must be corrected immediately. Or else, these organizations are going to be relegated to the trash of history. That is what they did to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who currently is spending almost 5 to 6 years in DSS dungeon, in prison in Nigeria for nothing. Nigeria President and Christopher Musa, they are holding Nnamdi Kanu for almost 5 to 6 years for nothing except let my people go. We have the right to self-determination. We have the right to rule and choose who is going to be our leader. Nigeria felt can never happen because they are a terrorist mafia organization. They can jump into any country in the world, pay people in the police department, in the justice department, bribe them and bundle innocent citizens away from those countries. That is what Nigeria has done for the past 100 years. Not anymore. Not anymore. So we Biafrans gather today to tell our Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu, we appreciate you, we cherish you, we honor you for your resilience, for your persistency. Do not let them push you. Do not be compromised, because the United States of Biafra has been declared. That which you seek is here already. On the same note, I want to also recognize our amiable Prime Minister, His Excellency Obatobie, the Peace Ambassador Simon Ekpa, whom the Finland government colluded with the Nigerian government and took him away just about a week or 2 weeks to the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra in Finland. That was what Alexander Stubb did. He listened to the terrorist state of Nigeria. He colluded, Alexander Stubb colluded with the Nigerian state for economic gains. And a week to our convention in Finland, he and his cronies, they gave the order to remove our prime minister, take him away so that he